Researchers may be on the brink of a major breakthrough in their efforts to combat the opioid crisis. A prominent drug maker announcing that an experimental vaccine aimed at preventing fentanyl overdoses showed promise in an early-stage clinical trial. The vaccine works by teaching the immune system to recognize and attack fentanyl molecules before they can reach the brain and then to deliver their powerful and potentially deadly effects. NBC News health and medical reporter Berkeley Lovelace Jr. joining me now. So, Berkeley, this is fascinating. There's so many questions here. The first fentanyl vaccine to be tested in humans. How does it work? Is it actually addressing addiction? And who's going to be getting it?
Right. So this vaccine works differently from traditional vaccines that teach the immune system to attack a virus. So this vaccine basically teaches the immune system to recognize and attack fentanyl. So fentanyl can cause an overdose once it reaches the brain. And so this vaccine produces, let's say, fentanyl-fighting antibodies that will basically eliminate the fentanyl before it reaches the brain. And because it's also not reaching the brain, you also eliminate that euphoric high effect that you get from this. So this ideally would be used for people who are at high risk for overdose or people who are at high risk of relapse, including people with opioid use disorder. Of course, this could be used for anybody who wanted this vaccine, who ingested fentanyl and want to get this eliminated from the body. And so right now this trial was very small. It was 16 people without opioid use disorder. So the next big test will be to give people fentanyl under medical supervision to see whether these antibodies can eliminate the drug.
So just to understand the mechanics of this then, Berkeley, the vaccine would be in your system and it would prevent fentanyl once it's ingested from actually reaching and having the same sort of potency in someone's brain?
That's right. So they're trying to see how long these antibodies last. And so ideally, a person would take this vaccine if they're at risk for opioid ingestion. And then when they come in contact with that fentanyl, the antibodies would then eliminate that. So this would be used as a prevention tool. They're trying to see whether or not the antibodies can last 6 to 12 months. That testing is currently underway. They're also testing what's the right dosage for this vaccine. So in this trial, it was the lowest dose, but also they found that it produced a very high level of antibodies.
Berkeley, bigger picture here. We know that U.S. overdose deaths have been falling, but they are still the leading cause of deaths in adults 18 to 44. How could this vaccine change the course of treatment and for those struggling with opioid addiction in general?
Yeah, so it's very early, of course, but if this vaccine is proved effective in a larger trial, this could be a new tool in the toolbox. So right now we have drugs like Narcan, which can reverse an opioid overdose after someone is having an overdose. There are also other drugs out there that can help prevent an overdose, but those drugs you have to take on a regular basis, more monthly, and you increase your chances for an overdose there with them.
Hugely promising development here. Berkeley Lovelace Jr., thank you so much for that report.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.